I woke bravo. My skin is sun-kissed, but my body is bravo.
Who are you? Who are you? To step foot on my islands, strip us, our resources, home, and other people scattered across the world. They're still displaced to this day.
Bravo, that's what the outsiders say for well done. The Italians think it means brave, but you know what I think? Bravo is a cell injected in my body about to explode.
My favorite memories, spending time with all my family, just going out on a walk and a boo-boo calls me and tells me to go sit down with her and huevenado with her. When I first realized how big nuclear was, my first memories growing up, I was on Enoedak. A bunch of my uncles were going out fishing. I really wanted to go with them, but they were going to one of the most poisonous islands in Enoedak. And I asked my mom, and she said I couldn't. And I asked why can't I go with them? They're going to one of my other islands. Isn't it safe? She said, no, it's not. Radiation, that island is one of the most contaminated islands in Enoedak. And at that moment, I started figuring it out, like how radiation works. I want to be remembered as the person who led the people of Enoedak into a new future for us, a good future.
I hoped I'll be remembered as the leader that cleaned up my island and as the person that fought against America, tell them to help clean up my island because they're the one that made the mess. They're the one that bombed my island. If I would have given a message to America, I'll tell them that nuclear weapons are not good. And they also wouldn't be nice. And I'll even tell all the other countries that have nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons aren't good. I've seen what they've done to islands, seen what they've done to my island. They are not good. They're very dangerous. So I'll tell all the countries to get rid of the nuclear weapons because what they did to my island was not good and it wasn't even fair.
Bravo is a substance reaction that made my boom-boom blind. Bravo is a deliberate performance in the sky, a calculated invisible to camouflage the visible.
You know, I have the regular challenges of motherhood, raising my kids and providing for them, and on top of that, though, is the added dimension of my boys being internally displaced people. And so I've had to learn and adjust the way that I do things and advocate on international levels, like with a special rapporteur for internally displaced people. You know, the NJB people are often left out of conversations, and then it's not as though I can speak for them, but I have to train my children up in order to be able to speak for themselves, for their people. And so yeah, it's a whole other set of circumstances, and they've been bullied and called names, even as recently as just a couple of months ago by one of their teachers at the school, called them mutants. You know, then it's having to deal with all of that, and then having to educate people on why we don't talk about people who are impacted by radiation and nuclear weapons in that way. And you know, especially when they're people from other countries. And it's really challenging because I just want to yell and throw that back in their faces, and yet I have to hold myself together and not just be, you know, standing up to people, adults who are bullying my children, and I have to educate them. It's really challenging. But it's again, I'm not like anyone special. It's like all the other mothers on the 4 atolls. It's like all the other mothers in countries where colonial powers have tested their weapons, and it's just this added challenge is given to us mothers. And I guess the only reason that I have any strength to do it, of course, is from the boys, but it's also from all of the other mothers who are constantly speaking out. And it's just the way that we have to mother our children. We don't get to just go to, sports practice and help with homework and, bath time and story time. And it's dealing with all the other aspects that come with nuclear affected people.
Burn tears, they burn dry. Bravo is my siblings born a defect machine. Bravo is a gene I pass, a replicate of a poisonous culture. But my island home, a castle before Bravo.
I don't really think it's my story. I think it's all of the people of Inuiatuk's story. I want to tell our story to raise awareness so people can hear our voice all the way down here on the Marshall Islands.